gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Kiggins Bowl and Boggs Field. Tonight we have a Greater St. Helens League Conference matchup between the Woodland Beavers and your Hudson's Bay Eagles. We're pleased to welcome you here tonight. The Greater St. Helens League and the Washington Interscholastic Athletic Association place major emphasis on sportsmanship. The Greater St. Helens League views good sportsmanship as a conscientious effort by students, parents, staff, and participants to maintain a positive environment during all activities. Our goal is to promote positive school spirit, community involvement, and a sense of pride through mutual respect, encouragement, and intelligent decisions. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the student athletes from both teams in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Thank you. Just a reminder to everyone in attendance here tonight, the use of tobacco, alcohol products of any kind on any school district properties throughout the state of Washington is in violation of state law. So please, fans, refrain from using any tobacco products here at Kiggins Bowl. For security and supervision reasons, students may not leave and then re-enter the stadium. Also, students may not bring backpacks or large purse into the stadium. Access to the field is limited to those people holding field passes. Spectators are asked to remain in the stadium and visiting bleacher areas and to walk only on the paved concrete surfaces. Please keep all food items, nuts, seeds, and flavored drinks away from the turf. Only water is allowed in the team area or near the field. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Officials for tonight's contest from the Evergreen Football Association are Brett Young, referee. The back judge, James Craig. The umpire, Philip Hendrick. The linesman, Carlos Butler. And the line judge, Jalen Ross. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats for the national anthem played by your Hudson's Bay Band.
Hello and welcome to Kiggins Bowl, where we have a 2A Greater St. Helens League matchup between the Hudson's Bay Eagles and the visiting Woodland Beavers. Hudson's Bay sits at 0-6 on the year and 0-4 in league play, as Woodland sits 4-2 and 4-0 in league play. The starters for the Hudson's Bay Eagles is Xavier Lyons, Messiah Jackson, Michael Miller, Amari Gilbert, Saif Elgoo, Donnie McCartney, Ty Talia, Caden Robledo, Braden Johnson, Jeremiah Moen, and Noah Barnes. as Woodland will receive the kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your convenience, the concessions are now open. To start the game, the Eagles will kick off to the Beavers.
As Bay tries the onside kick. And the ball went out, so it will be Woodland ball.
First and 10, first and 10 for the Beavers at the 49-yard line.
As the ball will be placed on the 49-yard line. Elijah Anderson back to pass, throws to number 2, Zachary Young, to about the 44-yard line for a gain of 7.
Ball complete to number 2, Zachary Young. Gain of 7 yards, second and 3.
Second and 3. Elijah Anderson will keep it, runs into his own blocker, continues running down to the 34, and that will be a Woodland first down.
Carries the ball for a Beaver first down. Ball set at the 34-yard line of the Eagles.
As officials stop play here for a substitution. Handoff to 44, Rory Hamilton for a gain of about 3.
Rory Hamilton, the ball carrier. Stopped by Thais Scalia.
Second and 7.
Second and 7.
Elijah Anderson rolls out, throws, bobbled by number 2, Xavier Lyons, and it is dropped, incomplete, 3rd and 7.
Anderson's pass incomplete. Now 3rd and 7 for the Beavers.
As Anderson calls timeout, so Woodland timeout. That'll be their first timeout.
The concession stand is now open for your enjoyment.
Woodland is tied with Ridgefield at 4-0 for league play for first place in the Greater St. Helens 2A League. Last week, Woodland took down R.A. Long 40-0. Elijah Anderson back to pass. Quick throw to number 8, Josiah. He will dive to about the 29, 28 yard line, short of the first down. Gain of about 2.
Brought down by number 10, Kelton Green. Brings up 4th and 4.
Woodland electing to go for it. 4th and 4 at the Eagles' 29. Anderson keeps it, runs to the outside. He will get the first down and more to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Waiting for the call. Touchdown, Woodland. Elijah Anderson with the 29-yard run on 4th and 4 to give the Beavers a 6-0 lead.
The Beavers score first. Anderson's run goes for 29 yards.
Josiah Graham for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's good as Woodland takes a 7-0 lead in the first quarter.
Good. The Beavers now lead 7-0.
So Woodland takes the early lead from Elijah Graham's 29-yard rush on 4th and 4 as Woodland gets ready for the kickoff.
Beavers will kick off to the Eagles, and teeing it up, number 8,
Josiah Graham, the kick. A line drive will bounce all the way to the end zone, as they will call a touchback. So here comes the Eagles offense with 9:27 left in the first quarter. Hudson's Bay quarterback is Michael Miller, who is a senior this year.
On the touchback, the Eagles take over at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Miller hands it off to Xavier Lyons, who could stop at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Gain of a half a yard. Now 2nd down.
Miller hands it off again to Lyons. He will gain 2 on the play, so it'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Xavier Lyons, the ball carrier once again. 2.5-yard gain.
Let's see what the Eagles offense can bring on this 3rd and 7. Miller hikes it, fumbles it, picks it back up. Miller looking for someone, throws it to number 4, Messiah Jackson, but it's a little too far in front of him, and it'll bring up 4th and 7 as the Hudson's Bay Eagles looks to bring out their punt team. So Woodland gets the 3rd down stop, and they'll get the ball back with about 8:07 left in the first. As Hudson's Bay punter is 55, Alberto Nava. He will hike it. The punt will bounce. He will drop it, and he will be down at the 47. It was dived on by number 8, Josiah Graham. So Woodland will take over at the Hudson's Bay Eagles 48-yard line. Anderson hikes it, gives it off to Rory Hamilton. Hamilton breaks free to about the 30 where he's dragged down. So a 1st down Woodland. As Woodland's running a hurry up offense.
Another 1st down for Woodland at the 30-yard line.
Anderson hands it off to Rory Hamilton as he will gain about a yard. So to bring up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Hamilton once again the ball carrier. Now a gain of 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
Will Clemens was in motion, but Anderson keeps it as he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage and brought down by Xavier Lyons of Hudson's Bay. It will bring up 3rd and 12.
Ball himself, this time for a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and 11.
Anderson hikes it, rolls out, finds no one, continues, throws a little too high for number 2, Zachary Young, and it will bring up 4th and 11. Will the Beavers elect to go for it on this 4th down?
Number 2, Zachary Young. 4th down.
It looks like they will. Hudson's Bay looking for the stop. Rory Hamilton in the backfield with him. Anderson throws as it is caught by Josiah Graham to the Hudson's Bay Eagles 9-yard line, so they convert the 4th down again.
Another Woodland first down at the 10-yard line.
As it will be placed at the 10-yard line. Rory Hamilton in the backfield with Elijah Anderson again. Hands it off to Hamilton. Hamilton gains 5 on the play to the Hudson's Bay Eagles 4-yard line, which will bring up 2nd and 4.
Stopped by number 55,
Alberto Nava will get the stop. 2nd and goal. Anderson keeps it himself, breaks 1 tackle, breaks a 2nd, breaks a 3rd. He will go into the end zone. Touchdown. That is his 2nd run of the game for a touchdown as Woodland takes a 13-0 lead. As a 4-yard carry results in another Woodland score. Josiah Graham for the extra point attempt. As a flag will be down. False start on the offense. That'll push them back 5 yards. So the extra point will be kicked from the 15.
5-yard penalty. The extra point will be attempted from the 15-yard line.
Graham, the kick. It's up. It is good as the Woodland Beavers takes a 14-0 lead here in the first quarter. Elijah Graham with the 29-yard rush and then a 4-yard rush. As Hudson's Bay looks for a spark on offense. as number 7, A.J. Hudson, will be back to receive the kick.
Graham set to kick off once again for the Beavers.
Graham's kick is up. It'll be caught around the 11-yard line. As he is tripped up by number 14, Alec Martinowicz, at about the 20-yard line. 24.
Stop at the 24-yard line where the Eagles will take over first and 10.
Michael Miller hikes it, hands it off to Lyons. Lyons will gain about a half a yard.
Lions, the ball carrier.
As Eagles going with the run game tonight.
A 1-yard gain, second and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line. Miller looks to pass, throws to 15, Saeed, but he will drop it, so it will be 3rd and 9.
Miller's pass intended for number 15, Saeed Elgad. Incomplete.
3rd and 9. Throws. Saeed catches it at the 29-yard line for a gain of 2.
Miller's pass complete to Elgad.
It will be 4th down as Eagles will elect to punt it. So 2 3-and-outs for the Eagles, as Elijah Anderson will look to receive the punt.
For the Eagles.
Nava's punt goes to the 35. Anderson looks to receive it. He will break a tackle to the 45, to the 50, and will fall out of bounds about the 48.
On the receiving end, Anderson carries the ball. On the punt.
As Woodland will take over at the 43-yard line of Hudson's Bay.
The ball at the 43-yard line of the Eagles. Now Woodland will take over first and 10.
Anderson hands it off to Hamilton as he is met at the line by number 77, Jeremiah Moen, for a loss of 5.
By number 77, Jeremiah Bowen, for a loss of 2 yards. 2nd and 12. Now for the Beavers.
Anderson rolls out to his right, throws a long ball as it is incomplete. Looking for the end zone, number 2, Zachary Young, as it will bring up 3rd and 12. Third and 12 at the Hudson's Bay Eagles 45-yard line. Anderson keeps it, runs it himself to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Another rushing touchdown for Elijah Anderson, a 45-yard rush. Makes it 20-0. Josiah Graham to kick. The hold. It's up. And it is good, as Beavers take a 21-0 lead over the Hudson's Bay Eagles. With about 1:36 left to go in the first quarter. Hudson's Bay struggling to find offense. As number 7, A.J. Hatton will receive the kick again. Josiah Graham will kick. As this kick will bounce to the 5. He struggles to pick it up, and he just goes down at the 6. As a flag will fly for a late hit. As number 22 with the hit, Will Clemens. Officials concurring. There'll be a roughing call that will push him up about 15 yards. So Eagles will take over at the Hudson's Bay Eagles 21-yard line, looking to spark some offense. Miller hikes it, hands it off. He will gain about 4 as number 40, Ty Talia, will gain. It will bring up 2nd and 5 at the Hudson's Bay Eagles 26-yard line, as we are closing in with 1 minute left in the first quarter. Miller ready to snap. Hands it off to Ty Talia again, and he will gain about 2 more, which will bring up 3rd and 2 at the Hudson's Bay Eagles 29-yard line. We will see if Hudson's Bay runs one more play before the end of the first. Hudson's Bay is lining up. Miller snaps it, hands it off to Ty Talia. Talia fighting, but will be stopped and gains about 1 yard. As the final seconds of the first quarter ticks off, coming back, it'll be 4th and 1, and Hudson's Bay will have a decision to make whether they will elect to go for it or if they will punt it. At the end of the first quarter, it is Woodland 21, Hudson's Bay 0. Elijah Anderson with 3 separate running touchdowns, a 29-yard rush, a 4-yard rush, and a 45-yard rush. As we can see, Hudson's Bay huddle right now. As it looks like they will go for it. It'll be 4th and 1 at the Hudson's Bay Eagles 30. Start of the second quarter. He'll hand it off to Lyons. Lyons gets stuffed, as he will get the first down. So first down, Hudson's Bay, as they have moved the chains for the first time tonight. Miller reading the playoff. Miller ready to snap. Snaps it. He'll hand it off to Lyons. Lyons to the outside. He will continue going to the 45-yard line. Xavier Lyons with a 15-yard run for another Eagles first down. Miller ready to snap. Talia switches sides. Lyons the handoff. As he will get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it'll bring up 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. As Lyons comes off the field. Miller ready to snap. Snaps it. Miller keeps it. Gains about 3 on the play to the 48-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. As Eagles lining up. Miller snaps it. Misread. Lions will lose yards of about 5. It'll bring up 4th and 13. Fourth and 13, and they will bring out the punt team. Anderson looking to receive the punt. As the punter will be Alberto Nava. Snaps it, the punt. Will bounce out around the 30-yard line, as that is where Woodland will take over. 8:14 left to go in the first half. Woodland leads 21-0 over the Hudson's Bay Eagles.
A 30-yard punt on the play. Ball now spotted at the 28-yard line of the Beavers. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Ball placed on the 28-yard line. Clemens in motion. Anderson throws it. It'll be caught to about the 50-yard line by number 2, Zachary Young.
Ball caught by number 2, Zachary Young. For another Beaver first down in midfield.
This will be a Woodland first down. Anderson ready. Anderson snaps it. He will keep it. Looks to throw. Throws the number 44, Rory Hamilton. Hamilton still going. Will go out about the 39-yard line for another first down for the Woodland Beavers.
The ball caught by number 44, Rory Hamilton. For another Beaver first down.
As Woodland inching closer and closer to Hudson's Bay end zone.
Inside Eagle territory at the 38.
The ball will be spotted at the 38-yard line. Anderson will keep it. Rolls out to his right. Trying to find a man. Will throw a deep one. As it is caught by Chase Hall, and that'll be another Woodland touchdown. As Woodland takes a 27-0 lead. As what a catch by Chase Hall. Graham for the extra point attempt. The kick is up. And it is good. As Woodland takes a 28-0 lead over the Hudson's Bay Eagles.
Woodland now 28, Hudson's Bay 0.
As number 7, A.J. Hatton of Hudson's Bay will receive the kickoff. And I would assume Josiah Graham will kick off for Woodland. Graham getting ready to kick.
Graham set to kickoff.
Hatton ready to receive. As the kickoff is to the 20-yard line. Hatton fumbles it, picks it back up, breaks one tackle, runs straight into Rory Hamilton, and he will go down at about the 19-yard line.
Shotgun to return at the 18-yard line, 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Hudson's Bay lines up. Miller ready to snap. He hands it off to Ty Talua as he will gain about 3 on the play, as it'll bring up 2nd and 7 from a 3-yard rush.
A 3-yard gain. Now 2nd and 7.
As A.J. Hatton comes off the field for the Eagles. Miller reading the playoff. As the snap is high, Miller has to keep it, and he will fall down for a loss of 4, as it'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Miller stopped behind the line of scrimmage on the snap. Now 3rd and 12.
As we are halfway through the second quarter, Hudson's Bay trails Woodland 28-0. Miller reading the playoff. Miller snaps it, rolls out to his right, as he is brought down by number 22, Will Clemens, for a loss of 10, as it'll bring up 4th and 22. As the punt team will come out.
Now 4th down and 21 for the Eagles.
Alberto Nava will be the punter, as it looks like number 2, Zachary Young, will be the one receiving the punt. As the punt will bounce out, as they are ruling it out at the 40-yard line. So a 32-yard punt from Alberto Nava will have the Woodland Beavers start at the 40-yard line of Hudson's Bay, as they look to seek a 35-0 lead.
At the Eagle 40-yard line.
Anderson snaps it, hands it off to Clemens on the jet sweep. Clemens makes 2-man's miss, as he will fall out of bounds at the 33-yard line, and it will be a gain of 7. And it'll bring up 2nd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
Anderson ready to snap. Quick throw to Clemens. As Young will fall out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And Woodland will get a 1st down. 1st and 10 Anderson will be alone in the backfield. Anderson fakes the throw. He has nowhere to go. Makes a man miss. And he will be brought down by number 4, Messiah Jackson at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
4 minutes left in the second quarter. Clemens in motion. Fakes the handoff. Anderson will keep it himself, as he will gain about 7 on the play. It'll be up 3rd and 4.
For a 6-yard gain. Now 3rd and 4.
As Hamilton will join Anderson in the backfield. Clemens in motion, fakes the handoff, hands it to Hamilton. Hamilton to the 10, and that'll be a Woodland first down. A gain of about 9. As it will be 1st and goal. Clemens in motion. Hands it to Hamilton. Hamilton makes a man miss, and he will be dragged down at the 3-yard line for a gain of 7.
Hamilton, the ball carrier, once again.
Woodland is 3 yards away from reaching the end zone for the 5th time tonight. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. 2 minutes to go here. Hands off to Hamilton, as Hamilton will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. As a flag flies onto the field. The tackle was by number 45. As the officials are talking. Face mask on the Eagles. First down and a half the distance to the goal, so the ball will be at the 1.5 yard line.
Ball spotted at the 2-yard line.
As it'll be 1st and goal. As a quick substitution from the Woodland Beavers. As a flag flies in before the snap could happen. As it'll be offsides on the Eagles, so it'll be another 1st down and half the distance to the goal. So the ball will be placed at the half-yard line. Anderson snaps it. Keeps it himself, throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles, caught by number 2, Zachary Young. As it is now 34-0 Woodland. The 5th touchdown by the Woodland Beavers. Josiah Graham will attempt the extra point. The kick is up. And it is good. As it will be 35-0 Woodland with 1:39 left to go in the first half. As Hudson's Bay breaks the huddle, and A.J. Hatton will be the one receiving the kickoff again. As Josiah Graham will be the kicker. 1:39 left to go in the second quarter. As Woodland breaks the huddle. Graham gets ready to kick. The kick is up. It'll bounce at the 18-yard line. Hatton will receive it. He will run to the 40 where he falls backwards. Hatton will gain about 20 on that return, as Hudson's Bay will take over at the 40-yard line. Hatton with a pretty decent return. 1:31 left to go in the first half. Miller ready to snap it. Hands it off to number 40, Ty Talia, as he will gain about 7 on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd and 3. Ty Talia with a 7-yard carry. Hudson's Bay going hurry-up mode as we are 1 minute away from halftime. Miller snaps it, hands it off the Lions. Hatton will break free, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, as Hudson's Bay gets their first touchdown of the game, and it'll be 35-6. A 53-yard run by A.J. Hatton, as Hudson's Bay gets on the board with 56 seconds left to go in the first half. The extra point is up. And it is good, but a flag on the play. 35-7. What a run by A.J. Hatton. as it will be roughing the kicker on Woodland. Hudson's Bay will kick off, and Alberto Nava will be the kicker. As Elijah Anderson and Will Clemens will both be back to receive the kick. As they elect to enforce the roughing the kicker penalty on the kickoff. So the kickoff will be at the 45-yard line instead of the 40. As the ball falls off the tee. Nava ready to kick. As the ball falls off the tee again. Nava. It'll be another onside kick. As Woodland will recover. Number 2, Zachary Young. As Woodland will take over the ball on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. They were at 54 seconds to go down the field. Anderson, ready to snap. As he snaps it, rolls out to his right. Looking to throw, throws it to number 1, Chase Hall. As Chase Hall will fall down about the 38-yard line. Gain of about 20. They are in hurry-up mode as we are 40 seconds away. Anderson, quick throw, high for number 2, Zachary Young, incomplete. Will bring up 2nd and 10, 33 seconds left on the clock.
Zachary Young intended on that receiving end. The Anderson pass, incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 for the Beavers.
Woodland ready. Anderson hikes it, looks to pass, rolls out to his right, gets pressure as he throws an interception. Number 18, Derek Smith with the interception. As Hudson's Bay will take over on their 38-yard line. 26 seconds to go in the half. Eagles will try and score. Miller reading the playoff. This is number 7, A.J. Hudson comes off the field for number 6, Michael Stump. Miller back to pass. Looks, rolls out to his left. Throws, and it is incomplete. 20 seconds to go here. As A.J. Hudson and Alberto Nava comes in for the game for number 6, Michael Stump, and 79, Noah Barnes. Miller running back to send the play. Miller snaps it. Hands it off as he will fall down gain of 5 as 13 seconds left, and Hudson's Bay will call a timeout. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 at the 42-yard line. Hudson's Bay trying to get one more touchdown in before the break. As Woodland breaks their huddle, and Hudson's Bay will break theirs. I would assume Hudson's Bay has time for about 2 plays. As Miller ready to snap it. Miller back to pass, throws to number 4, Messiah Jackson, and he will fall to about the 40 as Hudson's Bay will call a timeout with 7 seconds to go. That is Hudson's Bay's second timeout. They have 1 remaining. Hudson's Bay will receive the second half kickoff. As Hudson's Bay is ready, Woodland breaks their huddle. 7 seconds to go here. Miller, ready to snap. Miller back to pass, steps up, throws, number 15, as he will go down, not in enough time for Coach Mark Olivero to call a timeout, and that will be the end of the first half. Woodland 35, Hudson's Bay 7. Saif could not get down in time. Hudson's Bay showed a spark of offense towards the end of the first half. As we will take a break and we will be back at the end of the halftime. as we are a minute away from the third quarter starting. As Woodland leads the Hudson's Bay Eagles 35-7. Elijah Anderson with 3 separate running touchdowns, a 29-yard running touchdown, a 4-yard running touchdown, and a 45-yard running touchdown. And then Chase Saul and Zachary Young, both with receiving touchdowns for the Woodland Beavers, as they led 35-0 at one point. However, A.J. Hatton break free on a 53-yard rushing touchdown to put the Eagles on the board. And here we are sitting at 35-7 as Hudson's Bay will receive the second half kickoff and Woodland will kick. As Eagles ready, A.J. Hatton will be the one back to receive the kick once again. As number 8, Josiah Graham will be the one kicking for the Woodland Beavers. Eagles had a spark of offense late in the second quarter, which gave them the running touchdown. Then later on, they were just shy of being in field goal range as the clock ran out. Josiah Graham ready to kick. The kickoff is off. It'll be about the 10-yard line. A.J. Hatton returning to the 20. Cuts in to the 30, as that is where the Hudson's Bay Eagles offense will start, is at their own 30-yard line. 11:52 to go in the third. Michael Miller, the quarterback for Hudson's Bay. Hudson's Bay doing a run-heavy offense. Miller hands it off to number 40, Ty Talia, and he will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 at their own 30. Miller hands it off to A.J. Hatton, and he will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Gain of none, 3rd and 10. As Michael Stump and Kelton Green check into the game. As Michael Miller runs out to give them the play. Miller hikes it, back to pass. Miller throws to number 4, Messiah Jackson, but it is knocked incomplete by number 5, Michael Belvin of Woodland, as it'll bring up 4th down, as Hudson's Bay will elect a punt as Alberto Nava comes onto the field. Nava back to punt. As the punt, it's high and deep. It'll bounce all the way to the 23-yard line. And that is where Woodland will start their offensive drive. A 46-yard punt for Alberto Nava, as Woodland looks to continue their offensive night, led by their quarterback Elijah Anderson, who is a senior. As it's handoff to number 22, Will Clemens, as he will run to about the 31-yard line for a gain of 8, as it'll bring up 2nd and 2. Will Clemens with the jet sweep. Rory Hamilton in the backfield with Elijah Anderson. Anderson hikes it, pump fakes, rolls out to his right. He will keep it himself. He will run to the 40 and goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line for a gain of 10. As that'll be a Woodland first down, and it'll move the chains. Hamilton switches sides. Anderson hands it off to Hamilton as he is met at the line by number 9, Isaiah Antonio. Anderson lined up in the backfield by himself. Anderson calling an audible. Anderson snaps it. Quick throw to Jackson Andrews, and he is brought down immediately by number 16, Jackson Richmond. Hamilton will join Anderson in the backfield. Woodland getting the play call. Anderson snaps it. He will roll out to his right, looking deep. He will throw it as it is caught by number 2, Zachary Young. As that will move the chains, and that'll be a Woodland first down. As number 8, Josiah Graham will fill in for number 44, Rory Hamilton in the backfield. Anderson snaps it, hands it off to Graham. Graham will gain none as he is stopped at the line of scrimmage by the Hudson's Bay Eagles D-line. 2nd and 10. As Rory Hamilton will be back in the backfield for Woodland. Elijah Anderson snaps it. A quick throw to Hamilton. Hamilton will gain 7 on the play as he was brought down at the 41-yard line. As it'll bring up 3rd and 4. As there will be an injury on the field. As he gets up on his feet and will walk out under his own power. Anderson snaps it. He will keep it himself. Runs to his right, cuts back in the middle. He will gain. He's still on his feet. He breaks free. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Anderson with the 41-yard rush as Beavers will take a 41-7 lead. What a run by Elijah Anderson. As Josiah Graham will kick the extra point for the Beavers. 6:52 left to go in the third. The kick is up. And it is good. Woodland Beavers takes a 42-7 lead over the Hudson's Bay Eagles. Anderson gets his 4th rushing touchdown of the night. As number 7, A.J. Hatton will receive the kick for the Hudson's Bay Eagles. As Josiah Graham will kick off for the Woodland Beavers. Graham ready to kick. A line drive kick. It'll bounce at the 10 and go into the end zone as it'll be a touchback. As the Eagles will take over at their 20-yard line. Number 6, Michael Stump, come to the game for A.J. Hatton. Miller running out to give them their play call. Miller snaps it. Quick throw to Saith, and Saith will gain none on the play. 2nd and 10. Miller lined up in the backfield. He snaps it. Quick handoff to Michael Stump. And Michael Stump gains about 3, maybe 4 on the play, as it'll bring up 3rd and 6. As Miller's pass is incomplete, it'll bring up 4th and 6. as it is looking like they will go for it. Miller running out to give them the play. 5:38 left in the third quarter. Miller back to pass, pump fakes. He is brought down by number 56, Charles Elkinson, as he will lose 4, as it'll bring Woodland's offense onto the field, as it'll be a turnover on downs, as Woodland's offense looks to continue their stride in tonight's matchup. What a sack. As Josiah Graham will fill in for number 44, Rory Hamilton, in the backfield alongside Elijah Anderson. Jackson Andrews in motion. He will get the ball. Cuts back to the inside as he will gain 2 on the play. What a fight by Jackson Andrews to gain yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Anderson, ready to snap. Andrews in motion. He will fake the handoff. Chase Hall with the reception, and he will walk into the end zone. A 19-yard reception for Chase Hall, and that is his 2nd touchdown of the night. As it is 48-7 pending the extra point. The kick by Graham is good. As it is now 49-7. As we are in a running clock situation now. As we are approaching 4 minutes left in the third quarter. A.J. Hudson will receive the kickoff for the Hudson's Bay Eagles. Seven touchdowns for Woodland on the night. 4 rushing and 3 receiving. Woodland spreading their offense. As number 12, Joshua Graham, the freshman. Graham's kickoff will bounce at the 33. Lines will not touch it, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a kickoff out of bounds flag on the play. 4th flag on Woodland on the night. as Hudson's Bay will get this ball at the 35-yard line. Good play by Lines on not touching that ball. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Miller ready to snap it. Hands it off to Ty Talia as he will chug all the way down to the 50-yard line. A gain of 15 on the play and a 1st down for Hudson's Bay as there is a player down on the field. Nice run by Ty Talia. As the ball will be placed right on the 50-yard line after this injury timeout. As he will get back on his feet and walk off. The clock did stop in that situation. There was 1:36 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The ball will be placed at the 50-yard line. Eagles trying to get an offensive spark late in the game. Miller ready to snap it. He will hand it off to Ty Talia. Ty Talia gains 8 on the play to the 42-yard line. As they will move to the Woodland 42.5. With 1 minute to play here left in the 3rd quarter. Second and 2. The snap. Hands off to Xavier Lyons. Lyons thrown down to the 38, and that'll be an Eagles 1st down. Eagles move the chain once again, inching closer to that Woodland end zone. As it looks like they will play one more snap before the break. Ty Talia lined up in the backfield at the running back position. It won't be a handoff. It'll be a throw, and that throw is high for number 4, Messiah Jackson. It'll be incomplete, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Woodland leads 49-7. Elijah Anderson, 4 rushing touchdowns. Chase Hall, 2 reception touchdowns. Zachary Young with another reception touchdown, all for the Woodland Beavers, as Woodland is having an offensive night tonight. Bay trying to get one more offensive spark in late in this game. as we are getting things ready here for the fourth quarter. Michael Miller trying to lead his team down the field, currently at the 38-yard line of Woodland. Ty Talea lined up in the running back position. However, it will be a handoff to the fullback. Gain of 2. Isaiah Antonio with the carry.
A 2-yard gain, now 3rd and 8.
Miller snaps it, hands it off to Ty Talea. Talea down to the 32. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Kiggins come in. Kiggins Bowl. Another 4-yard gain, now 4th and 4.
Fourth and 4 at the 32. Hudson's Bay electing to go for it. What can the Eagles offense bring? 2 lined up in the backfield. Hand off to Ty Talea. Talea to the 28. Will they give it to him? They will. First down, Eagles, as they convert the 4th down conversion. First and 10 at the Woodland 28. Miller coming out to give them the play. 2 lined up in the backfield.
The ball spotted at the 28-yard line.
Handoff. Isaiah Antonio still going to the 15. As it will be a first down for the Eagles. What a run by the fullback, Isaiah Antonio. As it'll be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Michael Miller ready to snap. Hands it off to Ty Talea. Talea to the 11. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. 9:20 to go here left in the game. As they will place it at the 12. 2nd and 7. Two in the backfield. Miller snaps it. He will throw. He looks for number 4, Messiah Jackson, but he turned around too late as it will be incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd and 6 at the Woodland 12-yard line. Miller ready to snap it on this 3rd down. Hands it off to Isaiah Antonio. Antonio fighting. He will gain 4 on the play, and it'll bring up 4th and 2. Isaiah Antonio, the fullback with some power. 4th and 2.5. Miller giving the play call. Electing to go for it on this 4th down once again. Woodland stacking the box. Miller calling an audible. Miller snaps it. Hands it off to Ty Talea. Talea is brought down. At the 11, he is slow to get up, but it is a turnover on downs, and Woodland will take over with 7:20 to go here. They will get it at their own 8-yard line. First and 10 for Woodland.
The ball spotted at the 6-yard line. The Beavers take over with less than 7 minutes left in the game.
Anderson still in the game. Snaps it, he will fumble it. The ball is on the ground. Who will pick it up?
A fumble on the play.
As it will be Eagles' ball. A costly turnover for the Woodland Beavers, as it'll set up the Eagles perfectly to try and get one last touchdown in before time runs out. A fumbled snap by Elijah Anderson. As the Eagles will take over at the Woodland 5. Two lined up in the backfield. Handoff to Michael Stump, and he will go into the end zone. A 5-yard rushing touchdown for Michael Stump, as the score is now 49-13. Eagles get one last touchdown in. Could there be another? As they will be going for 2, it looks like. An interesting decision by Mark Olivero, Eagles head coach. 2 lined up in the backfield. Isaiah Santonio and Michael Stump. As it'll go in, number 40, Ty Talea with the trick play. As the 2-point conversion is good, it is now 49-15 with 5:41 left to go. As Alberto Nava will kick off. As the chip kick will get picked up at the 37. As he will get tackled down to the ground by number 2, Xavier Lyons. Will Clemens with the 7-yard return. As the ball will be placed at the 39-yard line. 4 minutes to go here. The handoff. Gain of about 6 on the play. As the new quarterback for the Woodland Beavers is number 5, Michael Belvin. And the running back will be number 8, Josiah Graham. Belvin snaps it. He will fumble it as well, and he will fall to the ground to recover it back at the original line of scrimmage. It will be 3rd and 10 at their own 39-yard line. 2:55 left to play in the game. Belvin calling an audible. As the snap is high, as Belvin will fall on it at the 15-yard line, and that'll be 4th and a lot. Another fumbled snap from the Woodland Beavers with 2 minutes left. It'll be at the 16-yard line. 4th and 33 for Woodland as they will elect to punt. As it will be a fake, as it will be a punt. The punt down as 17, Dylan Kemper recovers it. Eagles will take over on the 50-yard line with 1 minute to go. Do they have enough time to score one last touchdown? The clock is running as we are in a running clock situation, so 50 seconds left. Christopher Castro now in as quarterback. Hands it off, gain of 5. 30 seconds left. $15 seconds to go here. Hudson's Bay hurrying. Christopher Castro lines up under center. Snaps it. Hands it off. He's running to the 32. Number 25, Alice Lopez. And that is the end of the game. Woodland takes down Hudson's Bay by a final score of 49-15. An offensive performance. Elijah Anderson with 4 rushing touchdowns. Chase Hall with 2 receiving touchdowns. And Zachary Young with a 2-yard reception, all for Woodland. Hudson's Bay, a 53-yard rushing touchdown from A.J. Hudson and a 5-yard rushing touchdown from Michael Stump. That is the end of the game. Woodland becomes 5-0 in league play as Hudson's Bay is still winless in league play. Now 0-7 on the year. Woodland celebrating, trying to get the 2A Greater St. Helens League title. As this game ends, we have one game left at 8 o'clock Fort Vancouver takes on Castle Rock here at Kiggins Bowl, as it is Fort Vancouver's senior night. I'm Noah Roper, signing off for now.
Just your attention.